Three college students snuck out at night just to take a photo at a quiet lake. By morning, two of them were dead. The only survivor claims something in the forest was watching them long before they even stepped outside. This story happened on October 14, 2019, in the mountains just outside Asheville, North Carolina. What started as a simple college trip quickly turned into something no one could explain. Let's get into the video. 20-year-old Noah had spent the last 3 years in Chicago, surrounded by noise and endless city lights. When his college announced a trip to the Appalachian Mountains, he didn't hesitate. This was his chance to finally escape. The bus ride was full of music and laughter until something went wrong. Around 11 p.m., just minutes before reaching Asheville, their bus started pouring out thick black smoke. With no other option, the professors stopped at a roadside hotel deep in the mountains, surrounded by tall pine trees and an isolating darkness. That night, Noah and his two best friends, Adam and Lucas, noticed a lake through their room window. It was hidden deep inside the forest, still, silent, and almost inviting. Adam remembered a story about seniors who once snuck out and came back as legends, so they decided to do the same. Just a quick trip for a few photos. Around midnight, they slipped outside. At first, the lake didn't seem far, but the deeper they walked, the longer the forest stretched. The cold got sharper, the silence heavier, and then their phones lost signal. Fear finally crept in, and they decided to turn back. But as they turned, they realized Lucas was gone. No footsteps, no warning, just gone. Suddenly, they heard something running through the bushes right next to them. Following the sound, they found Lucas digging into the ground with his bare hands. When he turned around, his eyes were completely black, not shadowed, but empty. Moments later, Lucas collapsed, then suddenly woke up screaming, "Run! Get out of here!" Noah turned toward Adam, who had been sitting too silently. When Adam lifted his head, his eyes were black too. Adam took off running deep into the forest, and Noah and Lucas chased him until they reached an old, rotten, abandoned cabin. Inside, they saw something they would never forget. Adam was floating in the air. In front of him stood an old woman with hanging skin, long white hair, and pitch-black eyes. She was whispering directly into his ear. When she noticed them, she didn't walk. She crawled across the walls like something non-human. Terrified, Noah and Lucas ran blindly until they fell into the lake. Something began pulling them down from below. Noah barely managed to grab the edge and pull himself out, but Lucas disappeared beneath the water, dragged away by the unknown. The next morning, Noah woke up in his hotel room, disoriented. Outside, police cars surrounded two bodies covered in white sheets, Lucas and Adam. The case was officially ruled as accidental drowning and hypothermia, but the locals tell a different story. Years ago, a woman accused of being a witch was burned alive in her home, and her body was thrown into that same lake. They say she still wanders there, waiting for her next victims. So, if you ever find yourself near a place that feels too quiet or too still, maybe don't go looking for adventure, because sometimes the scariest things aren't hiding, they're waiting. But guys, if you think this story was disturbing, imagine a mother making her own child cry, and something watching, ready to punish her. The next story is worse. Click here if you dare.